Open Pit. I'm your man, Mr. C with the most. Getting ready to take y'all around the coast. How y'all doing today, fellas?
Good.
All right.
All right, we got a first time coming to the show. Carlos, aka it's your boy Los, representing them Panthers. What's going on, Los?
Man, ain't nothing much. Nothing much. Just trying to stay above water, not lose too much on my bets, my sports bets. But other than that,
Everything's everything. All right. Coming up to the stage next, we got Julius, aka Jay, representing them Baltimore Ravens and the Golden State Warriors. What's going on, Jay?
Hey, now what's good with you, Steve-O?
Man, another day in paradise.
Yeah. You gonna see what we do this year. We got Big Boy Henry this year.
Gonna carry that load.
Man, you already know it.
No doubt.
Nice.
Coming to the stage, we got Ed, aka E Double, representing them Philadelphia Eagles. What's up, E Double?
Oh man, everything's good all day, every day, man.
Everything's everything. I hear you. It look like Dre trying to log on, but he's having a little connection problem. But we're gonna get the party started. You know, we ain't been on the show in a while. We're gonna pick it back up with them Boston Celtics winning their 18th NBA championship. A lot of folks say it's a question mark to it. They had an easy path. First series against Miami Heat, and they won 4-1, but Jimmy Butler missed games 2 through 5.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's that pretty much ended their possibilities, man. That's when Jimmy Butler went down. So I expect a whole difference if he maintains his health and he stays playing at the same level.
No doubt. Dre from the Bay, what's going on? Representing the 49ers and Golden State Warriors. What's up, Dre?
Yes, sir. What's going on, fella? How y'all been?
Young Dre.
Yes, sir. Mr. Ed, I hear you talking about them Heat.
We was talking about the cakewalk Boston had to the finals, man. We saying that the first series they had against the Heat, Jimmy Butler missed games 2 through 5. And we got the Cavs, they won 4-1. Donovan Mitchell missed games 4 and 5. Then the Pacers, Tyrese Halliburton missed games 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did. I forgot the top players on all three of those teams was out. But when they got to the finals, the Mavericks had their full squad. So
no doubt
they gave them a gentleman's sweep. So I'm gonna still give them their love. I am, because I had picked Boston from the start going into the playoffs to win it. I don't know. I think I think that maybe Miami would have been different because Miami has beat them before with the same squad. But I think when you look at Boston, I think that Drew Holiday acquisition is what flipped the script for them. You went from, Marcus Smart's a nice defensive player, but Drew gives you the whole package. He's an actual point guard, and he's one of the top defensive point guards, and he's already won before. So I think he was the missing link for them.
And he's not ball dominant. He don't need to shoot the ball.
Right. Exactly.
What's your thoughts on it, Jay?
I think I had to give it to the Boston just jailed better. They've been playing with each other for a while. I think Mavs would have had a better run. I think next year, Kyrie and them going, once they gel, they get familiarity with each other and play longer. You know what I'm saying? And just how they gonna connect on the court. That's gonna be the best thing they can do. So I think I see them going back again. I definitely see them going back again.
Who, Dallas?
Yeah, I see Dallas going back again. Yeah, once Kyrie, once their team start to get get that camaraderie together a little better, and they be able to know each other a lot more. I think that I see them going back. I'm seeing them going back. I ain't say I see them winning, but I see them going back.
And I like to see them acquire one more player. They need one more player.
I'm on Carlos.
Yeah, I don't know who it is, but I'll say what I like to see. I'd like to see them pick up a KD type player, just to have that third option. Right now, that duo is awesome, but that third option that takes them over the top. That's just what I like to see. If they picked up a KD, they picked up. Even if they picked up PG, I think PG could give them that lift or something. But I don't know. It's free agency. Yeah, we'll see.
Nah, they're not gonna get them PG. PG already spoken for the next 4 or 5 years. He already he in Philly already. He already signed up that line.
I touched a personal nerve. No, they ain't gonna get no PG. No.
He done. What's up, man? What you got on it, man?
I don't really think. I feel like they couldn't help who they played. They played who they played, and if you out, you out. It's
True.
a team sport. So they got to the finals, and I didn't pick them to win. And they showed improved, especially when Porzingis came back. For me, that was like when Porzingis came back. That was the awakening for me. When I seen him come back, I ain't know how healthy he was gonna be, but he was contesting every shot, altering things, and then his jump shot was crazy. He was shooting at over cats. They couldn't do nothing with him. Now after that, I was just like, okay, it's really a wrap. So I give it to him this year. I don't really. To me, it wasn't no question mark. I had to give it to him because I didn't pick him. I didn't believe in him. So when they won, I had to okay. I had to give it up. So
yeah. When Porzingis came back that game, the crowd went crazy, man. He was on fire that one game. He could have missed.
Oh yeah, I think that was game 1. I think.
Yeah.
Then they had another game without him.
Right.
They had 2. I think they had 2 without him.
After he came back. So to me, it wasn't no question mark.
Because I think he came back and then he missed like I think the next 2, maybe 3 games. I want to say because he got hurt like that second game. I want to say.
Yeah, I think the second game he came back game 4.
Right.
Yeah.
He came back. Yeah.
So he missed most of game. I think he missed all of 2 and 3. Yeah.
Hey, but Lowe's, you said something about a third person.
I don't think Clay gonna pan out. I just don't think.
So you're not getting Clay my props?
Nah. He kind of he didn't want to accept the fact you want the guy at Golden State. KD came in and made you. He made you. You had your 60-point night. That's great, but just realistically, it was him. It was Steph working his hardest the last 2 years, and then Clay kind of went to sleep at the wheel and getting mad at getting kind of complacent because you got a rotating third guy come into Golden State, and then they rotates out. But we was expecting a lot from Klay Thompson, but he signed an old deal. I don't see him as the third guy at Dallas. They may see it. I don't. But I don't know anything.
You don't think that old Clay gonna come back for Dallas? You don't think that old Clay gonna come back?
No, when they get ready to retire his jersey in Golden State, they gonna let him come back. Same like they did Melo. They let Melo come back. They let a lot of greats come back to where they did a lot of good work and retire their jersey when it's done. But I think he made a bad move. He pulled the trigger too soon.
Dre from the Bay or Jay, I know y'all Golden State fans. How y'all feel about that?
Well, go ahead, bro.
It's business, but I would have liked to see him stay though. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, you know how you don't like, nobody like to see the parents separate. So, you know what I'm saying? You're like, nah, y'all supposed to be together forever. You know, but I mean, business. You know, my man wasn't putting up, last season or two, but that's not the injury. I mean, he has a couple good games, but I mean, he wanted that money. You know what I'm saying? It's 17, no matter, Splash Brothers or not. So, I mean, I respect the move. But
I think he
it's gonna be
didn't take
weird.
less money. Didn't it end up working out to be less money because he turned down a 1-year contract for
I think 1 year was a little.
It was 2 years instead of 3.
Yeah,
it was 2 years for more money annually, but it was only 2 years. He wanted 3. Basically he wanted to because they say he told Steph and Draymond not to fight for him to stay. He was ready to go because because when you've been I'm bittersweet on this whole thing with Clay because I feel like Clay. I think he was kind of a punk at the end because I'm just gonna be real because he's sitting over here. He's not. They disrespected him, bruh. They paid you $90 million while you didn't play a second.
Yeah.
People forget they signed him to a 5-year deal, knowing he was gonna miss the first year of that deal. They signed him in 2019. He had already blew his ACL. So they showed him good faith, gave him a max deal, 5 years, knowing he was gonna miss a year. Then he blows his Achilles, not at no training camp. He playing pickup at some damn Y, and you pop your Achilles, you miss another year. He was making 40 something, 45, 30, 43 million a year. They paid him $90 million, but not to play. And then he comes back, now you got Jordan Poole. And so Clay was like, he wasn't the same Clay. They're like, okay, bro, we're gonna need you to come off the bench because the problem is Clay ain't never been a create your own shot dude, dribble. Remember, he scored 60 points on 11 dribbles.
Yeah,
he ain't a dribbling dude. It got to the point last year when he put the ball if the ball hit the floor more than twice in his hands, I turned the channel. I was like, let me look away. Because he either turning it over, he forcing a shot, or he gonna take a shot and miss. I mean, that's just how it was. I mean, I think I shared y'all in the chat the numbers. The dude was the Warriors have had 3 closeout games in the last couple years. One against the Kings. Steph scored 50 to save them in Game 7. Game 6 against the Lakers, and the play-in game last year. Clay is 4-19, 3-19, 0-10 in those 3 games. They're like, look, bruh, you're not giving us what, and so the question about Dallas, I think I agree with Jay, because I think Jay mentioned it. He said you don't think he's Clay gonna show up for there. I think his pride is gonna kick in, and I think he's gonna want to have a FU season, but he ain't. So he's gonna be good to start, but it's not sustainable. And here's the problem with Dallas. This ain't the old Clay that plays defense. So now you got 3 guys that don't play defense in your lineup. Kyrie, remember, Luka was on roller skates in the finals. Soon as they were getting the ball to whoever he was guarding. If it was Derek White, here you go. Jalen, here you go. So no, I'm not impressed with Dallas because I think they got lucky too.
Yeah.
Because the Lakers got booted out.
Yeah.
The Nuggets got booted out. They got lucky because they got 2 young teams in Oklahoma, OKC, and Minnesota that advanced.
Yeah.
If they'd have played the Nuggets or the Lakers, they'd have been in trouble. Because who guarding LeBron? Nobody got nobody to guard Joker, but Joker would have been dropping 30 and 15 on them all night. And then who's guarding Murray? Kyrie? Luka? You know, that's the thing. I just think that Dallas got lucky too in terms of the scheduling, in terms of who made it in. So that's where my thoughts are.
I ain't gonna say they got lucky. I'm just saying the West is unstable. West don't have a stabilized powerhouse, you know. And
they got about 8 of them. That's the problem. The West is stacked. Their 12th team is like the 12th team is the Memphis Grizzlies. Remember that just getting job back.
I mean, yeah, well, you might get shot down there, but hey, you got Denzel out on the floor fighting, so you know it's bad down there in Memphis. So, man, hey, I look at Minnesota as a developing powerhouse. You had some glimmer of some. Mm-hmm. They might have to change some things around. They might have to trade, make a key trade, and so their center. They may have to trade their center and get a solid center, and that's going to change the ball game for Minnesota. But they got, hey man, and Edwards, man, he a different guy. He different. He got something that I don't want nobody to attack me, but he got something that a lot of I ain't seen in a while. He killer. He going through. He trying to take your whole head off, and there's nobody in the league doing that. So, and Dallas ain't ready for that. They survived. I'm gonna just say they survived. That's what they did. Because if he had it, he would have took their whole head off.
Yeah.
They're a player away. One player.
Yeah. And now they
picked up Joe Ingles.
Now they
that's a nice pickup for him.
Yeah. Veteran big man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I didn't know that's where he went, Minnesota. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're
But
gonna see something. I see Minnesota coming out.
I stay on the Warriors. They picked up Buddy Hield, Kyle Anderson, and DeAnthony Melton. So they picked up some shooters. So let's see what you're gonna do with it. You know what I mean?
Did Draymond stay with Draymond still there, right?
Yeah, he's still there.
I'm looking for Kuminga. I think that's another reason why they let, they're trying to be honest to get rid of Wiggins if they can unload his salary. But I think Kuminga is going to be an all-star in the next 2 years.
He has potential.
That's just my on the limb prediction. But
the only problem.
Yeah, what's your thoughts on it, man?
I mean, I'm listening. The one of the points I caught, interesting points I caught on that was like when he said, "We all love Anthony Edwards just because of his flashiness and the way he played with heart." But I think like that last series they was in kind of showed that he needed help. Because he was not able to just have his way.
Absolutely.
Obvious he was doing the best he could and giving it his all, and it just was not working. So when I listen to that, when I watched that, because I thought the same thing, like this kid is unstoppable. But that last series they was in showed me like, oh, he is stoppable. A good plan can stop him. Yeah. So like you said, I felt like they needed a couple more pieces. I was like, a couple more pieces, because the way he was playing and as exciting as it was, and him taking over, and his energy, his interviews and all that, I was like, yeah, keep going. But I saw that come to a halt, and I was like, okay, a good game plan to stop you. They need a couple more chess pieces. So that was my thoughts on that. On that particular subject. That was the main thing I heard out of what y'all was saying. I was like, okay, they do need a couple more pieces, and good pieces. I think he need one more person with him that is a threat. So that's my thoughts on that.
I mean, I'm a student of the game, so the history lesson, you got to look at 1987. So 85 and 86, Mike didn't have anybody. They would, and he had Charles Oakley, but he didn't have anybody else. So in '87, so before '87, they didn't have Pippen. They picked up Scotty. All right, he was a great addition. Then they did a heartbreaking thing. They traded Charles Oakley, who was a cherished hero for the city of Chicago, but they traded him, and they got Bill Cartwright, who was probably, I say, he wasn't a better player than Oakley, but he fit the system. So you're right, yeah, he needs some support, but without one with killer instinct, Miami, D Wade had a killer instinct. Bron was great, but the killer was D Wade. When it was time to kill something, he killed it. So that's what I think is going to make the difference for Minnesota years to come. And you look at Memphis, Morant, if he got a killer instinct, he just needs to stay out of trouble and stay on the court. I don't want to say he was out 65 games and then he came back and then went right back out, and none of this is for injury. It's because you're getting suspended by the league.
Well, last year was injury.
Yeah, he's out.
Last year was injury.
Part of it. He was out, then he came back, and then he got hurt.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, he played like 10 games and got hurt.
Yeah.
And then your boy, Ant-Man, that game against Dallas, he was trying so much, he was huffing and puffing, he was out of energy. You know what I mean?
No matter who you are, you do 7-game series and you I think he averaged, what was his average score? About 45 points or 40 points. And he played, lion's share of the minutes. Lion's share. Yeah. He can't do that. Nobody can do that.
Yeah, he put that team. He definitely put that team on his back. He didn't want to go home. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
So I'm real. I want to see what he do this season coming up. I definitely want to see what he do, because he made a fan out of me. I ain't gonna lie.
Me too.
Yeah.
I was calling him Kermit up until then. From Hustle. Somebody said that they need to trade their center. Are you talking about? You talking about Gobert? Or you talking about Cat?
Yeah, I'm talking about Gobert. Yeah.
Good luck with that. Good luck with that. That brother's stock went down bad. He was defensive player of the year, but they were going at him in the playoffs, and
Dre, you say his stock went down?
Yeah, don't you think? Gobert.
After Draymond put him in the chokehold, that's when his stock went down. Oh, it was before that. I just want to make sure it's clear.
when he put him in the chokehold and none of his teammates helped him.
Nobody helped him out. Nope.
Yeah. The stock was already down. That shit told you something. Like nobody tried to help that man out.
They were like, "You on your own, bro."
Draymond punked the whole team.
That was bad. That was bad.
A major trade, though. I got 2 major trades.
Major trade.
Go ahead, Dre. Finish it.
No, go ahead.
The 2 trades, I got that Bridges to the Knicks and Murray to New Orleans. I don't know what Atlanta was thinking about. They should got rid of your boy. Yeah, Murray's a beast.
Murray is a beast.
Young is he can't play defense. He can't guard nobody. He's a mismatch. But Mikal Bridges might take the Knicks over the hump though. That lineup. What y'all thoughts on it?
I losing Hartenstein hurt.
Oh yeah, and with the OKC.
Yeah, that's I think there's too. I think they're still too small though.
Atlanta.
No, the Knicks.
Oh, okay.
Because you're gonna be who you got? Was it his name Robinson? Charles Robinson? Who's the center there?
Yeah, Robinson. And he's still hurt though. He won't be back to like mid-season.
Really?
Yeah.
Who playing center? Because they lost Hartenstein.
Right. That's the problem. But they got your boy coming back. The left.
It's gonna be they're gonna be a tough team because they you know they've got that whole Villanova them Wildcats gonna be
Randall
that's gonna be tough.
right?
But I don't know. But you know the East. I was gonna say the East is not as wide open, but with I know you saving the Sixers hookup for later, Tebow. I know you trying to wait, so I'm gonna leave it alone. But I don't know. The East is gonna be tough next year, so I don't know if the Knicks are. I don't think they have enough because I think they're too small.
Yeah. They. My opinion, the Knicks hadn't made really any change. They really they just swap and spit the same. It's the same. It's gonna be the same outcome as they had this year. It's not gonna be much change. They really. I mean, they got to really dismantle the front office and everything to get the Knicks on track. They got to do that. It's a whole lot that's got to happen. Whole lot.
So you think? I think Randall getting hurt was a blessing in disguise because they was wide open with Randall.
I forgot about Randall.
He slowed their offense down because he's ball dominant. He has to have the ball in his hands. You know what I mean? So I don't know how that's gonna work out when he come back with Brunson and Bridges and Hart because they run and gunning.
Yeah.
You know. So, what's your thoughts on it, J Money?
On New York?
Yeah. Or Atlanta.
I agree with Los. I think they've been having a problem for a while, but I think it's been in the offense. So I agree with what Los said. I see them going back to the playoffs, but you know, just like you said, you got the three that's been running and gunning now. When Randall come back, he gonna want that ball back in his hand. So we'll see what happens once that comes back. But playoffs might be a little shaky now. I mean, unless Randall going to step down and let them boys run, I don't see them doing the same thing again. And then, like you said, you got your team there. They stacked up now. You know, and these staying there. You got some big men on that squad. You know, like what he said, they small. New York small, so you know they can run a gun all day. But you going against some big men on another team, I don't know. Playoffs looking a little shaky this year. You know, it was exciting this year, but you know, next year it look a little shaky.
And they say Brunson took a friendly contract, a 4-year, $156 million deal. He shorted himself by 113.
113.
Yeah, I don't think I did that.
I mean, he didn't really short himself. I mean, what he done for the Knicks? He got the contract extension. I think he should be appreciative of that. This is my opinion.
No, what we're saying is he could have got 113 more million. But if they get hurt next year, he got a season injury.
Right.
That's where how I'm
exactly. That right there. That's the part right there. He blow out his Achilles or something. That money's off the table. Right.
Yep.
You be like Clay.
Yeah.
You know? Just a younger version, but they may need to flip Randall. I forgot Randall was there. They may need to try to flip him for a big man. They've already shown you can win without him.
Right.
You know, maybe, you know, send him to the Hawks for Capella or something like that.
Oh, that'd be nice.
I'm just throwing something out there, but you know, I think they need to flip him for a big man, and then they may be able to do something.
What y'all think about Nicholas Bethune going to the Clippers on a 3-year deal? I guess he's gonna fill that void for PG-13, and then DeRozan going to the Kings on a 3-year deal.
I think he'll be coaching in 3 years at some high school.
Who?
That's it.
Talking talking
What are
about?
you talking about, Los?
Who you talking about coaching, man?
You talking about LeBron's son, Bronny?
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about LeBron, Bronny?
He'll be coaching in 3 years.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, they're gonna do a lot of community service in 3 years. You know, Bron be retired. You know, he go back to Cleveland, give back. You know.
He said he's gonna build a coaching staff in 3 years. Oh man. So LeBron ain't gonna stick around for the youngest son to get in the NBA, huh?
Nah, they're gonna see he's all right. He gonna be able to fend for himself. He's gonna be a good meat eater. He's gonna take care of some things.
Bryce better than Bronny anyway. I don't know if y'all paid attention, but Bryce better than Bronny.
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bryce better than
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. Same thing with what's that? Melo better than his brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Bryce better than Bronny. Bronny got that hand out real quick. He good. He's set for life.
What y'all feel about that? You think LeBron pulled his weight, got his son in there? You think he did the right thing?
Oh yeah, he did the right thing.
He did the right thing. Yeah.
That kid would have never made it to the league on his own. He did the right thing.
Get him.
Hey, what's wrong? Hey,
if you can do it, do it.
Right.
yeah, you know.
That's how I feel. You know, I mean, they've been doing it for years. You know, and so
You think
if you made it to that, because how many people really got that kind of juice to do it?
I mean,
Very few. You know, if Steph had a son that was close to being able to play, he could do it. But after him and LeBron, ain't nobody else got that kind. You got to have some serious juice for a team to waste a draft pick on your son. I mean, and the thing is, are they even gonna be able to send him to the G League? Is LeBron gonna be like, nah, bro, he got to be on the 15 man, and that's where it's gonna be a problem because, with injuries and stuff, now you keeping a roster spot for a dude. Everybody's saying he can play some serious D, but
man,
I didn't see anything. Nah. At USC, I didn't see anything.
What's the summer league now, right? Not the G League he playing in.
You know what? When they say you can play some serious D, you know what that means? You can't hoop. That dude, he ain't hooping.
You saying it's like saying she got a nice personality?
Yeah.
She's cool though. She funny.
Yeah. My mom's like, she's a nice girl. She's a real nice girl.
That's all you need to know.
But he had like 2 points, 5 boards, and 3 rebounds tonight in the summer league.
Yeah.
Summer league.
Yeah, he
say that
roasted,
again.
Man. He getting roasted in the summer league, and I ain't talking about the little where he got his ankles broke that broke the internet the other day. I'm just watching just the fundamental play. The kids are 2 steps ahead of him.
How tall is he?
He's like 6'3", 6'2".
Yeah.
Now
That's short.
I mean, I wouldn't say that's short. I mean, there's some killers in there that was 6'3".
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah. Steph Curry, Spider Mitchell.
Yeah.
And you look at it like this, they went to like Ivy League type high school. So look who they playing against. These dudes want, you know what I'm saying? When you see these baller sons and they got the nice little clips and the, you know what I'm saying? All the little clips and the highlight reels. Who they playing against?
Let's be real. This situation is loving basketball without Sanaa Lathan. Just be real. It's loving basketball without Sanaa Lathan. That's it. My man went to USC.
So you saying he should have hooked up with Juju?
Yeah.
I ain't even peeped that.
He's missing the ball, man. Oh, he quit. He'll be fortunate if he can get injured.
Quincy McCall.
Yeah. If Ronnie can get injured, the story will end well for him, you know. But
That's the best
hey,
thing that can happen.
Los, you gonna have me calling Bronny Quincy for the rest of the season. I'm like, Q,
I ain't
Q.
hey, Bronny was straight struggling at USC. He had a what's the kid? What was it? Richardson. I mean, numbers outrageous. Didn't even get drafted.
Right.
Didn't get drafted, you know. And that kid was carrying Bronny, helping him score, you know. But you go back. If you don't know the right people, man, you ain't in there. Yeah.
Got a Chris Paul or as your agent. You know, your father LeBron. Like, yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah. I think this move was more about as a money move though. Because they're gonna
did y'all catch Shaq interview on it? His interview, he just like, hey, you know he's bad. Shaq just like, man, y'all just leave him alone. Leave Bronny alone. Just leave him alone.
They're gonna put him on the court for 5 minutes. Get the people what they came to see real quick.
Yeah. But, I mean, it's great though. Think about it. It just says how far we come as a people. And, you know, that's pretty progressive, you know.
Right.
It's real life. Dude said he wanted his son on the team, got him on there. Not just get him on there. Hey, he didn't just walk on and get a contract. He actually got drafted. So that's we moving forward. We're doing good in America right now.
It's real powerful because the agent, Rich Paul, told all the teams don't draft him because he'll hold out.
Right.
That's big. You know what I mean? So you want to waste your pick?
Yeah.
He will hold out.
And the other team was like, "Don't worry about it, bro. We wasn't going there anyway. You didn't really need to make that announcement, homeboy. You know?
We said they want shooting for him anyway, right?
Right? Yeah. They're like, oh. Well. Can I ask a question to the crew? Because I was partially watching the NBA draft, but is it me or is like the NBA draft? You sitting there going, who? I mean, I ain't gonna lie, man. Like the first, I knew the one cat from Connecticut only because they just won the championship. But I mean, it's like, you know, back in the day, you knew the whole first round and most of the second the people that were getting drafted. Now you watching the draft and you're like, the last couple I've been like, I don't even, the first pick, I don't even know who he is. You know, we only heard of Wemby first 3 or 4 picks. You know, I'm like, Atlanta get the number 1 pick in a year where they ain't got nobody coming out. This is like when the Warriors got Joe Smith, you know, years ago. You know, it's like,
but the problem
is it me?
It's just changed, man. Because back in the day, you got to think. Back in the day, you watched most of the players that got drafted. You watched them all spring because they were coming out of college.
Right.
These cats coming from overseas. They've been playing for years. Many of them been pro. Then you couple that with when what's my man? It became a thing when Kobe came straight to the league. He kind of broke the norm because he came out of high school. Plus he had more playing experience internationally, all over the world, globally, before he even got to that point. So when he came in the league, it changed the paradigm. You know, we was waiting on it was a thing if a dude stay his 4th year in college. Used to be, but now it's a shock if he stays after his first year.
Mm-hmm.
I think Kevin Garnett broke that mold. He won when he went
KG
in Minnesota. He came out
straight out of high school, right?
Yeah, he came out. He came out of
Minnesota.
Played in Minnesota. He came out of Chicago. He who was when did Cole come in the league? 96.
Yeah, that was after.
Cole came in the league 96, and that class, you know, that draft class, you know, that was Allen Iverson, that was
Ray Allen.
you had some real shooters in there, man, and but they all came out of NCAA. Man, NCAA ain't got no talent no more. I mean, it was like they like one talented player. What's the tall kid that played for Gonzaga, 7'1", the one competed with Wemby for like Rookie of the Year. Him.
Your boy from McCall?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He got hurt last year. He played last year.
Yeah, he got hurt.
Oh, you talking about with OKC guy?
Yeah.
Holmgren.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what's messed up? You just mentioned KG, and I mentioned Joe Smith. Joe Smith was the first pick, and the Warriors took him in that draft because they didn't want to draft no high school dude. That worked out well.
Right.
Yeah, that went bad.
Hey, just to let y'all know, a note: the Knicks got Jericho Sims at center, 6'10".
Jericho Sims.
And
he kind of nice.
Precious Achua still too at power forward.
Yeah.
So
Jericho Sims isn't bad.
Jericho Sims. I heard of him. I haven't heard of him.
Yeah, he's not bad.
Where is he? Is he?
Yeah, what's up, man? You quiet, man. What's going on?
I'm just listening to y'all talk about LeBron's son. That's all.
I know you got something to say on it.
I mean, basically, like I say, my thoughts on it is I like the fact that LeBron played the big joke. You know what I'm saying? I like that he played the big. I mean, I look at it that way. And when you say you don't think that no other teams would have drafted him, I disagree, because they would now not off talent.
Right.
I mean, if another team drafts him, he's now
second round, yeah, for sure.
But he's now a piece that you can trade with, because you know what the goal is to get him over to LeBron. So, I mean, I feel business-wise, somebody might have drafted him to get him, because they know, I mean, it's been public that that's what he wanted to do. But I was more impressed with the fact that he played the big joker, said, I want to play with my son, and then sent him through the ranks, put the plan together to get him there. Now, what he does now that he's there is a whole nother ball game. But like I say, I'm impressed with the like you said, the power, or that he's gotten to a point where he can make a play like that.
Right.
Right. Like I say, I'm more impressed with that. So if he ain't in the league 3 years, which I think he will be. Now, yeah, it might not turn out to an NBA championship, but like I said, I was more impressed with that. I thought that was big. Just to even make that type of move, to have that type of power, it was crazy to me. I mean, I like to see it. I was happy about that. But now, like you said, now that you're here, now you got to show and prove. So that was my thoughts on that. But, like I said,
it could have been a bargaining chip, because if you'd have drafted Bronny and LeBron opted out from the Lakers, and he wasn't trying to trade Bronny, they would try to bring LeBron, whoever drafted Bronny with it. You know what I mean? So if Atlanta drafted Bronny, LeBron come on over to Atlanta. You know what I mean? That's how some teams was looking at it too.
Well, I mean, either way though. But the point is, LeBron's the one who's making the moves. If he don't want to go there, then Bronny is no good to you. You see what I'm saying? What good is he on your team if LeBron say, "No, I ain't going there"? You just wasted. What did he get? $3 million? He got $3 million, right? You just wasted $3 million. You know what I mean? Which might not be a big deal, but I bet ultimately he'd have got where he wanted to go. You know what I'm saying? Ultimately, when everything started rolling downhill, he'd have got where he wanted to go. I was more impressed with the move, but I agree. I understand everything y'all saying. However, now he's got to perform. You know what I'm saying? I hope he do. I'm rooting for him, but I mean, I agree. He ain't there yet. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think they ever claimed that he was supposed to be the next LeBron James or the next Michael Jordan. It's just he wanted to be in the league. He wanted to play with his dad. So my thing is, after that, what? That's my question.
Well,
okay, after that.
Oh yeah, I mean, I agree with everything you said, but I think we missed this point. LeBron is coming out of the league later or sooner, one or the other, and so will he get 3 years? I wouldn't say. I don't think he's gonna get 3 years. I think somebody gonna start seeing their bottom line get short, because people gonna be like, man, these dudes keep putting Bronny in, and he ain't doing nothing. Meanwhile, you got 15 points sitting on the bench. You keep bringing 2 points out, So once they get through this whole novelty of playing with his dad, getting to the league, he gonna be somewhere down there. Because, like I said, Lakers, they got Kobe. Kobe was different, but Kobe wasn't the Kobe we know when he first got drafted. He had to work his way into the system, and he did. But and who knows? We laugh and make jest of it right now. I think Bronny is a hard worker. Does he got the physical acumen to work himself up to that level? But I know I can look at his body of work and tell he's working hard to be as good as he is. Now, granted, that ain't but 6 points, 3 rebounds,
4.5 points.
4.5. I tried to slide 2 more points on him, man. Come on, man.
Correct.
He said 4.5. But he can say this. And what's the kid that got drafted out of high school said he got abused by Michael Jordan, lost his confidence, Kwame Brown. Kwame, I say this to him and all of the guys that got drafted. You made the league, bro. You made it. Everybody ain't gonna make the league.
Yeah.
I work on it.
Hey, that's a name check on the bucket list right there, regardless of how you look at it.
Yeah, he made the league.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think once that novelty
dominated in high school because he was bigger than everybody else.
Yeah.
Say it again, Jay.
Now, I was gonna say once that novelty died down, like you were saying with the Lakers, once the hype died down and everything, it's gonna be like now we need some W's, man. So, all right, that's all cool. After the first couple games, all right, it's all sweet. We need some W's now.
The first home game, everybody coming to the first home game to see him play. They get a couple minutes, and then they put him back on the bench, and that'd be it. Get it out the way.
Yeah.
All they need is that one lob, either from Bronny to LeBron or from LeBron to Bron. All right, go ahead, sit back.
If he makes it past 3 years, I know he can get a spot with Charlotte.
Nah, Mike ain't there no more, so he might get a good spot with Charlotte. But let me tell you, one player that keep getting the bag every year, Tobias Harris, man. He signed with the Pistons, 2 years, $52 million. He hit us over the head 5 years for 90-something or 100-something million. And he was only averaging like 15, 16 points a game. Yeah. His pops is his agent.
Hey, that was smart. That was a hell of a deal.
2 years.
They got over on Detroit. I don't know who running that front office.
Joe Dumars?
Out now, boy.
Yeah. Joe Dumars?
Is Joe still there?
I believe he's still there. Did the league.
They fired. I think he's with the league. I think
they
Joe.
Picked up Malik Beasley. They got Paul Reed. And they got Tobias. And don't forget about Chris Paul going to San Antonio. That's a power move too.
Chris Paul, he went to San Antonio.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Joe Dumars is with the NBA. He's the executive vice president of basketball operations or something. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Paul went to San Antonio. So
man, you know.
you just trying to hold off on talking about PG, huh? Is that what you're trying to do? See, Mr. C.
I was gonna get to it, man. You know,
Oh, okay, I got you.
them Sixers, you know, they made some power moves. We got Khalid Martin from Miami. That's a power move for us. The twin, you know, Paul George, Kelly Oubre, Kyle Lowry, and Andre Drummond. You know what I mean? I think that's gonna be a nice little squad right there, man. You know, we got a backup center, Andre Drummond. He's gonna get you a double every time.
And he's needed with your center.
Yeah, got Embiid at center. And you put Martin at 4, PG 13 at 3, Kelly at 2, and Maxey at 1. Yeah, I think that's a great starting lineup. But you still got to compete with Boston, you know. So if Embiid stay healthy, hey, the sky's the limit. But that's on big question mark with the Sixers.
He out there with USA right now, right?
Huh?
Ain't he balling with USA right now?
Yeah, he should. He should be sitting at home and getting healthy. But that's just my personal opinion. Just like the Clippers saying Kawhi Leonard home.
They're like, nah, bro, you done missed way too many games to be adding more on your resume.
Yeah, vacation over, champ. Come on.
yeah, get on. Because when he just in like Bola or somewhere, they showed him somewhere looking like he had just slept under a bridge somewhere. But Kawhi different. He's
definitely different.
But that dude, man,
he on his Dennis Rodman, man.
But you know, there was it like a few years ago where we was putting him with LeBron and KD level.
We talking about Kawhi, right?
Kawhi,
yeah.
But we wasn't just putting him there; he was there.
He was there. Yeah. He was legitimately there. He was a 2-time Finals MVP. You know, with 2 different teams. You know, I mean, he plays D, score. I mean, he was the full package. And then that whole load management stuff started hitting, and all of a sudden his stock has been, you know, going down just because he hasn't really been healthy. But
I heard he got a lot of stuff going on personally too.
Really?
His sister just got locked up for murder or something like that. Like it's from the streets. Like he got a lot of personal. Like ever since he came back to LA, like he got a lot of personal stuff going on.
Them LA cats came back. Yeah. Who was that said that back in the day? Daryl Strawberry. Strawberry went back with them cats. You can't. You know, remember when he went back to the Dodgers and sucked.
Yeah.
And then because you get sucked back into that, you know, because you got, you know, if like you said, you know, if you come from the cuts, them people that you left is still there. Now they like, hey, you know, hook me up. I mean, you know, I think that's it, even though he still had to do it, you know, it helped Iverson leaving Virginia, going to Philly, even though he still had to, you know, he was still
his entourage was still with him though.
He was still supporting his whole family, you know. Yeah. But because that's the thing with these guys, they end up having to support a bunch of grown ass people, bro. They end up being, because I read something where Iverson was like the sole source of income for like 15 family members. Sole source.
Yeah.
Sole source of income. What's your job? I'm Alan's cousin. You know, and look, and hey, I love him for it. You know, you know, like Vic said, you know, if I'm eating steak, my people's got to eat steak too. You know, the problem is that money wear out because when
it's gone, it's gone.
But now Iverson has that one thing though. He has that thing that he don't get it till he's like 50. Yeah. It's like something he has where he has annuity till he's
30 mil. Yeah.
When he turns 50.
Yep.
Yeah. I just saw him. He was down here at the WNBA game.
Yeah. He and Shaq brought Reebok Allison back as like some kind of head of Reebok also.
Oh,
Yeah. He's like the COO or chief something officer at Reebok. He and Shaq bought it. Yeah,
Yeah,
you know. But
yeah.
man, them guys, you know, that's just what that is, man. You got a whole family of folks, and Mike Vick said it. He said that he said if he found a bag of money, you know, if we found a bag of money, all five of us, and y'all ain't got nothing, I ain't gonna give you nothing.
yeah.
I'm gonna give you something.
But have
You know,
you seen the Cam Newton skit when he not skit but clip when he broke down like a paycheck?
oh yeah.
So Amon Rodgers got, I think it was like 125 mil or whatever it was.
Mhm.
So he broke that down as an NFL player. As I don't want to sound like it ain't a lot of money, but once he broke it down, it was like it wasn't a lot of money. He was like, so he said you got the 125. He said you got the taxes, but then you got taxes of every state you play in.
Yeah.
He said, so depending on if you visit, let's say California 3 times that month. He said, so it was crazy though. Once he broke down to 125, it was down to like 60 million.
Wow.
Yeah, and that was just the taxes and fees, and because he said out of the 125, your agent get 20%.
Oh man.
Yeah, they don't see
Yeah, it's like they don't.
anything they get. They only see half of the actual check.
Yeah.
Half of it.
So I guess
still, that you mean 60 million? You can't. They still got 60 million. I hear what Cam was saying, what the breakdown was, but Cam, stop playing. You from Atlanta? Not even from Atlanta. You from Lakeland or something like that? Lakeview. And
Westlake over there.
Westlake, medium income in Westlake, and I'm talking about the years when he came out of high school. Minimum income was 40,000. You got 60 million. Don't tell me all your money gone, boy. Stop playing with me.
But he in the strip club. He got these babies with the strippers. You know what I mean? He got 3 of them.
Yeah.
That's his problem.
Now we talking about it. That's what get you gotta give that. You gonna give that. That's 3 M's right there. On top of the stuff you got to pay with them. So you lose 20 million off baby mamas right there. That's what you lost. But you still got 40. You still got 40 million. And it's them suits. You see them suits? That's them suits, man.
Yeah.
Man, you crazy, man. He getting paid
He
with
got that clothing line.
He getting paid to wear
that clothing line. He getting paid off of that.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
they make-
he ain't paying for them clothes.
They make one of the
No,
He probably get
some of them.
like, especially them hats. He probably gets sent hats every day to wear. Here, bro, rock this for us, because he's always in one of them in a hat.
I'll tell you, a lot of them aren't. I don't think he's getting paid. Think about it. When the biggest sports innovation was when they monetize and incorporate their likeness. And so that right there, he ain't getting paid off of them hats and stuff because he down there just like me buying too many polo shirts. That's what he doing. I'm just saying.
Man, you own something. I ain't figured out what it is, but you own something. Because, he's definitely getting paid. He's definitely getting paid.
Yeah, he figured out what it is.
He be in Paris on Fashion Week. He be in that little fashion show. So yeah, Cam getting paid off of that, man.
Yeah,
You getting paid? Okay, all right.
You definitely.
I hope so.
Your money, whatever they get, definitely get cut in half, taxes or whatever. So they only get half of that. But if you really, once you get that type of check, then you got endorsements. It's the same thing. Like it comes like if you smart or not. And I ain't gonna say who's smart and who's not because you don't know what's going on behind the scenes. But like if you take Shaq didn't spend his NBA money his first 10 years in the league. He lived off endorsements. So you don't know what they're getting paid to make up from the rest of that bread. The key comes to how are you budgeting? How are you budgeting that money? Now it's plenty to budget. Can you tell some people no? You got to.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's enough money. I mean, period, point
blank.
It's enough
money. That's my whole point. You getting hit, no question. They getting hit with the taxes that I couldn't even imagine. But at the end of the day, I think they all right. I think they doing all right, even if they taking care of 15 family members. I think they doing all right.
When I worked at the bank, I used to look at some of the players' accounts and the money market accounts. Say if you got $1 million in the money market, they was making $100,000 a month off $1 million in a money market account. You can live off the interest alone on these accounts, but living that lifestyle, you know what I mean? So
yeah,
cars,
if you dropping 100 at the club, you know,
yeah,
because these cats is, you know, they dropping, you know, 50,000 a night, you know, in one night at the spot, because it drinks, you know, they drinking Cristal, whatever the heck, and everything's on them. So, you know, who was that said years ago, you know, I think it was Patrick Ewing. He's like, yeah, we make a lot of money, but we spend a lot of money, you know. So when he got popped at the Gold Club down here, when they had the whole Gold Club thing, and then
they got popped.
you know, well, you know, when they had that whole thing with the NBA, where, you know, they was a whole bunch of them that was going to the Gold Club or something, but that's what he said. You know, people are like, you know, it's the lifestyle. You know, these, you know, yeah, all of us here combined could live off 40 million and still have money left over. All our whole families would be set for 40 million, you know, but not if we got 15 cars, you know, 5 houses that you paying for, and insurance and car insurance, and, you know, I mean, that stuff add up, you know. That it's who somebody just said it earlier. It's about how you budget your money.
Yeah.
You know, what you set as a priority, and if you don't go too, you know, you don't go overboard. And, you know, and you know, it's like, and the problem is a lot of these cats, look, if you ain't come from money, you don't know how to manage money. You know, whereas you look at, like, they used to talk about Alex Smith. That dude signed you know, when the 49ers drafted him, got a $25 million signing bonus. He showed up in this same Toyota Tundra, and when they traded him, he was still at that Tundra. You know, the dude drove that same pickup truck for years. You know, now, you know us. Please, I'd have showed up at the you know, I'd have showed up at the draft. I'd have been like, I'd have been like Spencer James, spending up my signing bonus before I even got to the, but that's kind of how, you know, that's the thing. It's like, you know, guys try to, you know, want to show what they got, and then all of a sudden, you know, like Steve was talking about with Brunson, if you blow your knee out, if you get injured, that money's gone, especially in the NFL, because the NFL ain't got no guaranteed ducats. You know, NFL, you done. Most of them guys don't really have a lot.
Isaiah from Boston that year when he got hurt, and Danny Ainge pretty much said, "We're gonna take care of you." And as soon as the season's over with,
release him.
They traded him, didn't they?
Yeah.
They cut him or traded him. I forgot what happened.
I know he ended up with like the Cavs.
I wouldn't have played that. Yeah, I wouldn't have played. I'd have set out that playoffs and let my hip heal. What was it, his hip?
Yeah.
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 I think it was his hip. He got injured, and they traded him to Cleveland. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want to ask a crazy question though, but I know in the NBA and NFL they pay a lot different though. Because let's say with the NBA, I signed for $25 million. You trade me before my contract is up. That just rolls over into my next contract though. Not like the NFL where, you know, that contract is with that team.
Well, you say if you get traded.
So let's say I play, like you say, I'm in the NBA, I play for the Wizards, whatever. And I got a 5-year, 20 mil, whatever. They trade me the third year. That 20 mil goes to the other team, right? It rolls over.
Yeah. The remaining balance goes.
Yeah,
goes
because that
over.
contract is a contract. They got to pick it up.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So with the NFL, it's totally different, though. They don't get paid like the NBA get paid.
Right.
That's why they all guaranteed contract.
You know,
a guarantee.
Their contract ain't guaranteed. They got to play like NBA. If you miss 40 games, you still get the same paycheck.
You still get the pay.
NFL. Yeah, NFL. You miss games, you're not gonna get your full paycheck. You gonna get a partial check. Yeah.
So the NBA, you get your paycheck. You still get your paycheck if you miss games.
Yeah.
And the NFL, you don't get nothing.
So the NFL, they got no vacation.
You don't get the full paycheck. You get some of it because their contract is they get paid for coming to practice. They get paid.
Yeah, it's a lot of incentive-based stuff on there.
Stuff you got to do to get paid. It's broken down. So if you hurt and you can't come to the meetings, you ain't getting your full paycheck. Yeah. But they've been trying to twist that up for years. Yeah.
You pay to play, huh?
That's why Charlie Wood went to the Knicks, went to the NBA instead of playing football. He had a guaranteed contract.
Oh man, that one,
that's smart.
Good.
Yeah,
Heisman Trophy winner. Point guard for the Knicks.
No doubt. But fellas, appreciate y'all coming through, man. I think we had a good little session today. We're gonna pick back up on the 27th with the NFL. Training camp start this week for a lot of teams.
All right.
Okay.
So it's gonna be locked and loaded on the 27th because the season be here before we know it. I don't know I don't know what the Panthers are gonna do. I don't know what the Eagles gonna do. I don't know what the Ravens gonna do. I know the 49ers need to go ahead and sign Brandon Ayuk.
Bruh, I was getting ready to say that. See, I'm like, what? I don't know what's going on with Ayuk. They better go ahead and cut that check.
It's getting to be stressful, man. I'm looking at my stuff every day, but he reports camp though. He came to camp. He's working out, so it is what it is. But it's gonna be interesting, man. Season be here before you know it. And Chicago and Minnesota, I think they might have. Minnesota might have a squad, man. Chicago, it's gonna be interesting. I don't know what.
Is Darnold the starter? Is Darnold going to be the starter?
Yeah, right now he is.
They're going to get their number 1 draft pick in 2026.
Who, the Panthers?
Yeah. Number 1 draft pick. That's what we're shooting for. We just broke it loose from that contract we had with Cam.
What?
Yeah, he had like 126 million. He was getting paid up until 2017 or something. Yeah, he was getting paid even when he left the league. When did he leave the league?
About 3 years ago.
3 years ago, he was getting paid up until he left the league. He was getting paid 2 years after he left the league. He didn't play, but he was getting paid.
So y'all released him. Y'all didn't trade him. Y'all released him.
Well, he was released, but we had to honor that contract. He had guaranteed.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's the only reason. Yeah, that's the only reason y'all released him. Yeah. Because he played with the Patriots after that. So yeah.
And they signed him for like a nothing deal. Was it like $1 million?
Change. Yeah.
$1 million. And I don't even think he finished the season out. Belichick let him go.
Hey man, things be like that sometimes, but
he's still my guy. He did a lot of good things, man, on the field. Did a lot of good things till he got injured.
Yep.
And I know you're ready for your Eagles, man. I see you smile on your face, man.
Oh yeah. I mean, we already had a squad, so we just adding to it. So I mean, when the year start, it'll start. you know, be ready. That's all I can say.
See, did we play them this year?
Nah, we don't play them this
Okay.
year.
All right.
We got the Cowboys on Sunday night in San Francisco in October. You know, I'm glad we don't play Baltimore this year because I don't want to see them no time. I wish we played. You know, we played Kansas City this year.
We running through.
We got the AFC West.
Yeah, we got Kansas City this year. Yeah, we got Kansas City this year.
Who your team, Jay? Who your football team?
Oh, I got Baltimore.
Oh, you Baltimore? You
Baltimore.
and Kurt Murder. Okay. And
Y'all-
you with the Panthers, Los?
Yeah, Panthers.
If y'all get a chance, check out this show called Receivers on Netflix.
Oh yeah. Have you seen any of that? Have you watched any of that?
I'm like 45 minutes in. It's good though.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
good. So you got
Receivers?
Receivers
Yeah.
on Netflix.
Because I know that quarterback thing was good last year.
Yeah. Quarterback. That was real good. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think who they got? Devontae, Kittle.
Amon Rock. He's on receivers.
Debo.
Yeah, Debo Samuel. He on there.
Debo's on it. Okay.
Yeah, Debo on there. I didn't get past 49ers. I cut it all. I'm about to go back and watch it. Because I ain't finished it. But nah, it's good though. If y'all get a chance, check it out.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely. Well, fellas,
Yeah.
appreciate y'all coming through.
All right, brother.
Showing some love,
All right, brother.
man.
All right.
Always.
Get this Saturday started.
I
Always,
appreciate it,
brother.
man.
Y'all have a great week. Rest of the week.
All right, brother.
I'll holler.
All right, brother.
Peace.
Later.
Peace.